Here we are. I'm gonna try and show how to put the Protaper replacement clutch lever on the TSE250. I'm replacing mine because it's not as easily, it's adjustable, because instead of this star adjustment hand cranked wheel, you got adjustment with like a 12 or 13 millimeter wrench, and it's just not easy to do on the fly. And the original perch I don't think has the throw length adjustment either, so I kind of like my clutch closer, a lot closer than what it is on TSE. So first we're going to start by loosening the lever and the handguard, which I kind of had trouble loosening because I put Loctite on. Use it sparingly. So that just comes out. And the cover, it's attached by a zip tie. So we're going to nip that. See the zip tie? Ta-da! Removed. What do we got to do here? To remove the lever, I think you could just pull on it and go like this. Yeah, that works. Oh, this stuff one-handed is a lot harder. Okay. And then we're gonna loosen the two bolts with a T1, T30. There we go, that wasn't hard. There we go. Put these how they came. Put it aside. And it's off. So with this, obviously I'll have to pull on it. Gotta line this up. Hold on guys, I gotta use two hands here for a second. I had to use two hands to line this up, and then it just pulls out. And that's that. Clutch is off. So on my bike, this is the adjustment that on Japanese bikes you usually see more down towards the clutch plates. Usually they're either all the way down by the other lever, or on my KLX they're like halfway, right like in front of the pipe here somewheres, you know, and you have to fish it out like right here, and then you would adjust it. But they put it here, which is actually not a bad way to doing it. It's just it's not as good looking. So let's go to the lever. So the lever, the first issue I want to talk about, a lot of people break this rubber trying to uninstall it according to a lot of reviews. I mean, make sure it's not ice cold if you're doing this on a cold winter day. Today is like 80 degrees, it's pretty warm. Don't twist it, because it does have this little nice strip that fills the gap. If you twist it, it'll just shear it off, and I mean, it's not a end of the world, but it doesn't look good. So I'll show you how to do that. So the way to do this is to pinch the rubber hard without twisting it. That comes out. And then use the screwdriver and pry at the same time as you pinch. Otherwise it feels like it's almost impossible to remove. They made it so tight fitting. You know, take care not to damage your anodized finish. Voila, and that just comes apart. Now the most important bit is make sure you slide this on before you do anything else, because if you put this all together and then find this piece of rubber laying around, you're going to be pissed at yourself. There we go, the rubber boot cover is on. And then you need two hands for this too. It's very simple. You line up the screw and the nut so the slot is facing, and you just slide the stuff in. You might have to pull on the cable a little bit to get some slack. The thing I did, I removed the bolt holding the lever to the perch, because I'll be trying to install the original handguard back in place. I would like that matching. So we'll see if I'll have to reuse the old screw that I kind of buggered up, or will the new one fit. So the new screw doesn't fit into the it's a bigger diameter than the original screw, so these threads don't fit. So either I reuse the old screw or slice this off and use it just like this. On the TSE250 I ended up having to use the spacer, so the white part stays. It's one piece with a slit on it. You just basically take it apart, spread one side wide open, slide it over the bar, and then you sandwich it with these two other pieces, the perch and the clamp on the other side. How nice this Protaper clutch lever is. Actually this is not a bushing, this is a tiny little bearing. Nice touch, I like that. And myself, I just unhooked the clutch on this side. There's a little metal tab you bend up, and you just this, you can see the design here, it's just a slot, and just slides out, so it's much easier to install the lever. Of course you'll have to pull on it now on this side a little bit, but with the pliers that'll be a little easier. That was actually super easy. Just make sure, I don't know if you guys can see, make sure you bend this little tab down that keeps the clutch cable from sliding forward, and unhinge it itself, push it back where it was. The old screw was a no-go, which I was hoping for anyways, so I used a metal handsaw just to cut that piece sticking out, and I use it to put together the old perch and clutch lever. So I'll have to like punch this out, which I don't think it's going to be much of a problem, and then we should be good to go. Put it out, put everything together, and it works awesome. So easy to adjust. The only thing is left to do, I got to put a little bit of Loctite on. Even though it has Loctite, it's not really doing anything. This is to adjust the clutch throw. Have it like that, and that's about it. It works good, feels better, gave me a little more range adjustment. It's definitely much closer to my hand. Or modifications I had to make, because I was adamant about using the original handguard, is I had to cut a relief for the wheel, which I did just by lining everything up the way it is, scoring it with the X-Acto knife, and then I use my little snipping pliers to snip away, and then I used a blade to like very nicely, actually I might add, was able to sculpt that. And I had to enlarge the diameter of the top hole, because the new lever has this nice lip sticking out, and now that fits perfect. That's about it. Put it together. I already tested it. No, it works, and now I'll be able to adjust my clutch on the fly. You know, when it gets hot, be able to tighten it up, loosen it, whatever. Just did one more final ride. As you can see, I could use my adjustment wheel. I didn't tighten this too much, so it actually moves a little bit. And we kept the functionality of the original handguards. Unlike my KLX, I think I'm just going to keep the original handguards and try to get better at riding and not as much dropping, because I find them to be quite cumbersome and heavy. They really, you can feel the difference when you put them on. I think, I don't know, maybe it's in my head, but I'm gonna ride the bike the way it is, and we'll see. You know, if something happens to the handlebar, we'll call that an opportunity to upgrade the handlebar to something different. But so far the bike's running like a top. It really is just amazing how easy it starts. Like, that's crazy. I'll do that again. That's nuts. I never owned a two-stroke, big two-stroke like this. I don't know, maybe they all do it, but that's just amazing how the bike starts. So far, awesome. Actually managed to get a plate in New York. I don't have the kit to put it up yet, so I kind of just hung it up there for now. All right, guys, I'll see you. So next time you see me, I'll be riding, trying to get some footage of me actually getting into some enduro or woods riding. Thank you for watching.